John loved cars. He loved everything about them, their shapes, their colors, and especially their speed. Ever since he was a little boy, he dreamt of racing. He would imagine himself behind the wheel, zooming past the finish line. He would spend hours watching races on TV. The thrill of the race, the roar of the engines, and the skill of the drivers captivated him. He loved the sound of the engines. He loved the speed. The faster the cars went, the more excited he became. John wanted to be the fastest racer ever. He wanted to break records and set new ones. He wanted to race in the Great Speedville Race. It was the biggest event in his town, and every racer dreamed of winning it. John lived in a small town called Speedville. It was a place where everyone shared his passion for racing. Everyone in Speedville loved racing. It was more than a hobby. It was a way of life. It was in their blood. Generations of families had grown up with the sound of engines and the thrill of speed. John was the most passionate of them all. He lived and breathed cars. He would often be found tinkering with toy cars. He loved figuring out how they worked and making them go faster. He dreamt of having his own race car one day, a car that could compete with the best and win, a car that could go faster than all the others. He imagined it sleek, powerful, and unbeatable. John had a best friend named Lily. She shared his love for cars and racing. Lily believed in John's dream. She was his biggest supporter and always cheered him on. She would always encourage him. Whenever he felt down, she would remind him of his potential. She would help him practice. Together, they would race their toy cars and imagine the real thing. She knew he could become the fastest racer. She had no doubt in her mind. She even helped him build a small racetrack in his backyard. It was their own little world where dreams of speed came to life. One day, John found an old, rusty car in a junkyard. It was covered in dust and had clearly been neglected for years. The paint was peeling and the tires were flat. But John saw something special in it. It was love at first sight. Despite its condition, John felt a deep connection to the car. He could see its potential and knew it deserved a second chance. He knew he had to have this car. He named it Thunderbolt, inspired by the powerful energy he felt from it. The name seemed to fit perfectly. John and his sister Lily worked tirelessly on Thunderbolt. They spent countless hours fixing the engine, replacing old parts, and making sure everything was in perfect working order. They polished the exterior until it shone like new. They even painted a lightning bolt on the side, a symbol of the car's rebirth and newfound power. Thunderbolt was special, a testament to their hard work and dedication. It wasn't just a car, it was like John's partner. He felt a sense of pride and accomplishment every time he looked at it. When John was behind the wheel, he felt like he could do anything. The car gave him a sense of freedom and empowerment that he had never felt before. He felt a magical connection with Thunderbolt. It was as if the car understood him and responded to his every command. The car seemed to come alive with John's touch. The headlights would flicker on as if acknowledging his presence. John started practicing for the Great Speedville Race. It was a dream he had always had, and now, with Thunderbolt, it seemed within reach. He drove Thunderbolt every day, pushing it to its limits and learning its quirks. He got better and better, honing his skills and becoming more confident with each passing day. He learned how to take corners at high speeds, mastering the art of precision driving. He learned how to manage Thunderbolt's incredible speed, feeling the rush of adrenaline as they sped down the track together. The bond between John and Thunderbolt grew stronger with every mile. The Great Speedville Race was just a few weeks away. The entire town was buzzing with excitement and anticipation. John trained harder than ever. Every day, he pushed his limits, both physically and mentally, determined to be in peak condition. He woke up before sunrise to practice. The early morning light became his companion as he honed his skills on the track. He knew there would be tough competition. The other racers were just as eager to claim the title, and each one brought their own unique strengths. But he was determined to win. His eyes were set on the prize, and nothing could deter him from his goal. He wanted to prove to everyone that he was the fastest racer. The thought of holding that trophy and hearing the crowd cheer fueled his every move. One day, a new racer arrived in Speedville. His name was Max. He was known for his impressive track record and fearless driving style. Max was a skilled racer. His precision and control on the track were unmatched, making him a formidable opponent. He had the fastest car in town. The sleek modern design and powerful engine made it a force to be reckoned with. He was arrogant and boastful. Max loved to flaunt his skills and his car, often belittling others in the process. He immediately became John's rival. The tension between them was palpable, and everyone could sense the brewing competition. Max mocked John and his beloved Thunderbolt. John ignored Max's taunts, refusing to let them get under his skin. He knew that Max was trying to distract him. John remained focused, channeling all his energy into his training. He stayed focused on his training. Lily, his best friend and biggest supporter, encouraged him every step of the way. She reminded him that it wasn't just about speed, it was about passion and dedication. Her words resonated deeply with John, reinforcing his resolve to give it his all. The day of the Great Speedville race finally arrived. The entire town of Speedville gathered to watch. The atmosphere was electric with excitement. John could hear the crowd cheering. He saw Lily waving at him. He knew he had to give it his all. Max arrived at the starting line in his sleek silver car. He revved his engine loudly, trying to intimidate John. John remained calm. He knew that Thunderbolt was special. He trusted his car, and most importantly, he trusted himself. The starting gun fired, and the race began. Section 5. Pedal to the Metal.